Hello everyone, today we're visiting La Batería de Castillitos, that's at the end of Cabo Tiñoso, as you can see in the maps that I'm showing you here following. This is located on the coast between Mazarrón and Cartagena in Murcia here in Spain. So that's the view of the bay, Mazarrón, Puerto Mazarrón. That's the valley where we are going to go now, but where you come from when you go to either where you're going or where you're coming from, that tiny road that you see, and all the way up the mountain. I let you a few more here minutes so you can appreciate the views. This is just amazing, and it's so close to, well, Cartagena and Mazarrón. It's worth coming, and the road is not that bad. It's a bit bumpy, but nothing major. As you can see, that's the road we come from. There's a parking here for a couple of cars. It tells you stuff. And that's where we parked. And don't worry, the dogs are coming with us. And we're gonna go all the way that way. And that's the view from the parking lot. So here we have a view from the top of the parking lot, where you can park all the way up. And that at the far end is Almeria, I think. And you can see the tower right over there. We're not going that way, but close enough. There's a boat coming into the bay. And there you can see Portus. Obviously doing some work in the place to make it more accessible. But definitely one of the best views is the view of the bay. And today there's not many big boats there anchored, but other days we've been here, it's pretty nice to see the boats just waiting for their turn to get into the harbor. So we are on the way to the military compound, and so you can see the view behind the trees of what I said, the boats coming in the bay. You have the docks of Cartagena at the end over there. There's a car coming, and we're gonna visit a little bit there. So actually the car was from the environment police. So they're probably checking something here around. This is the structure I've shown you before. And there's a lot of more ruins on the way. And that's where we're trying to get. As you can see, the views up here from the bay are even better. You can appreciate that the cliffs and the mountains just dive down into the sea. So all this area has that kind of constructions, like the one you can see over there, which you can walk all the way up there. This is the first part. I promise the next ones are not so bad looking, but you see, you have an idea of how the place used to be. So we're gonna go down to the road and keep our way. So we're back on the road. I was up there just in the previous video. That's where we want to go. And this is when the microphone died. There you can see the harbor of Cartagena. Here you have a view of the bay and the coves that you have that you can see from up here. The road that takes us to where we want to go. Voicing over on post production after you filmed it and you can't remember what you said, it's kind of funny. So I hope I remember everything I was saying when we were walking that way. So in this part of the road, you have on one side the sea that looks south and west, kind of, and you have Almeria and the south of Murcia on this side. And the bay that we've seen before on the other side of the road, with the coves on the background, and the small roads that take you to other places I really don't know. I guess some of them go down to those coves. You can see you can access them by boats and probably with cars, though I don't recommend it because they're probably a bit rough. So for a hike or to go on a bike, it's probably the safest way to go there. So we have arrived to the first part of the area that looks a bit more like castles. As you can see, it's all in ruins in the inside with tags and a lot of crap, I'm gonna say. You have the views from the windows. Say hi to Rupert, Rocco, and Trevor. And it kind of stings a bit. Fortunately, you cannot have that on the video. So these steps don't take you anywhere because of the bush, but we can take them to go up, which is what we're gonna do. I think I've sent Rocco up because he gets fussy when he's not the one leading, so you won't hear him complaining on the video. And from here you can see that obviously the red boat is not moving anymore. More views of that part of the bay. Still going up. and following the dogs so they're not fussy. This is why it's called Batería de Castillitos, because it looks like a castle construction. As you can see, rocks and that thing that's on the wall that I can't remember the name even in Spanish. Here, as you can see, we're at the top. We are gonna visit down there on the way back because it's definitely worth the visit. So that's what I was talking about, and unfortunately my microphone has died in the process. So I think it's not going to be as good as it normally is, but it's going to be better than nothing. At least you get some voiceover for the other videos. So if you come with a bike, it's a good hike, or however you call it. This is still... Actually, I've been here, but I've never been this way. So this is the first time and it's the third time I've been here, but we always come from the road and then we get all the way here. So the funny thing is, this is all the way to the car park, as you can see over there. We're from one of those towers that I've shown you before. So sorry if the sound is not the best. I'll try to do a voiceover if necessary. So here you have the real view of the bay. Because, so that's where we came from. And we're up here, where they have the cannons. Which I'm going to show you from the other side. So like I said, we're here. You have a tower, observation and guarding. That's one of the cannons. There's another one over there when there's a bunch of people. So that's the second cannon I told you. That's... I don't know if that's still Mazarrón or that's already Águilas. We'll have to check. The Mediterranean Sea. And the sun. And then there's another fort or military battery that they call here over there. But I've never been there. Just come to this one and that's all. The view of the bay. You see there's a tiny road that takes you down all the way there. But that's probably for another video another time. With a full charged microphone. Alright, so that's the view from one of the towers I told you before, which I don't know, can't find the name actually at the moment in English, so I'm just going to say it in Spanish. It's what we call Torre de Vigilancia. So, we're not the only ones with dogs, obviously. I really recommend this place. If you have spare time and you're in the region, I will post pictures of how to get here later on. But really, I've been here 3 times. This is the 3rd time, and I would come every time I can, to be fair. Also, yeah, the coming up and down are not the best. As you can see, the staircase is not the best, but it's safe enough, and if you're careful, it's okay. So we came down from that door, and gonna try there, which is Dirección de Tiro, and that's the road that takes us back to the car. So yes, that's what takes us to these, which is where they're like railways on the floor. They kind of guide you. Let's follow the arrow. Yeah, that's kind of creepy. And I'm not gonna do the full thing because I've already been here, like I said. And it's just been in the dark. But this one takes you all the way to where you can view the sea. I'll post a picture on the way back. Ta-da! And it's freaking warm in here. This is what you see, which I don't feel very comfortable with it. So that's on the other side, on the south west side, I think. And this is what you see when you go back into the dark. Another way. Into the darkness, which I thought would be creepier. That's one of my dogs. That's Rocco. So there used to be a shadow drawn there. But I think you can all see what's happened to it. So I'm not gonna show much more than that. So that's me. And we're getting back. Yeah. Mind the steps. Ooh. The steps. Yeah. And we're back out. That was a long one with a fall. That's the bottom part of where we were at the beginning. I'm gonna try not to trip again. So obviously my dog wants to follow me. So this is one level. That's the level we want to go. And we're going to take those steps there. We took the steps and we're at the bottom. So basically they're all more or less the same. So as you can see, rooms with tags. That's a staircase, which I'm not going to take. Up there is where we were. It goes all the way So that's one of the rooms. That's another one with shelves and a great acoustic. More tags and stuff, and also not such a bad acoustic, but you can hear it's not the same as it was in the other room. There are more rooms over there, which are creepier, but still in good shape, considering normally the places like this I've seen are all a wreckage and ruins and tags and crap. And yeah, okay, so that's where we come from. That's where you have to go when you enter the views of the bay. We're gonna do it like this. And then you go all the way down there, back to the car park. That's at the far end of that road where the people are walking. So like I said, there's a lot of roads and pathways that go down. As you can see there, there is people walking all the way down, and I think that one, no, that one takes you down, way down. And you have, I don't know if you can hear the boat that's there. I don't know the name in English. Just waiting. Last view of a bay. Okay guys, so this is my video of today. If you like the video, give a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you can, or if you want. And I hope to see you soon. Cheers, bye.